Hello and welcome back to a regular show build. Now real quick and simple, I'm going to use my smooth sandstone. No, actually I'm going to knock out away. Let's get out our sandstone and I'm just going to build this 14 long, and then I'm going to add 3 onto the top of that from the outside, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go over to the other side, do exactly the same, 1, 2, 3, knock that one away, and then we're going to use a glass block. Now guys, this is a real simple build, but it wasn't that simple to decide how to do it. It's not a very bright colour, but it is as close as you can get with using the same material that's got a half block. Now you can use clay, you can use any other, but to me it just didn't look right. So anyway, carrying on, my sandstone now, I'm building up on the 2 outside layers, and I use a half a block slab to go across all of the glass and the inside the first block of the 3. And now that I've built up 3 blocks on them 2 columns, I'm now dragging sandstone half slab all the way across, and now to top it off, just one last layer of sandstone all the way across the top of that, and that is that part complete. So now I'm just going to drag this out, and I think I'm going to add 1 more block. Yeah, I think I'm going to. And then I'm going to leave a space of 3, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, run it back, and start connecting it on. So anyway guys, I did try using clay at first, and I did also try using the birchwood. The birchwood didn't look right for me because obviously it's got the wood features, and obviously I've built some of the houses out of wood already, so I don't really want to start across using the same material to take sort of the look away from one or the other. The clay, great colour, just I hate using a full block, otherwise it would have had to have been a bigger build again, and really you don't want this too big. I think I've gone a little bit too big as it is, but at the same time it sort of has to be to fit in with the rest of the builds and to keep it accurate. Like I say, when a building is so low detail, it's really important to take the little bits of detail in it and make it stand out. So like I say, this is the only way I could personally see it working in my mind. So anyway guys, now we've left our block of 3 in the middle and we've built our extra 3 across. We're now just going to fill it in with white blocks of quartz, leaving our middle blocks too high, ready for our actual door to go in. So we're going to come round and we're going to start filling in this back wall, and we're going to take it all the way up to the height of the roof, the same as the rest. Probably one of the easiest builds I've done, but actually not had to rebuild it like 3 times just to really make sure that I really wanted to do it this way, and I'm still changing it as we go. So bear with me. So I'm using my quartz block across the front, sticking out 1, going across the top layer of the sandstone, and then 1 above to create the sign. And now I'm just going to start filling in my roof. I've just noticed a village that is going to be TNT'd quite soon as this map gets bigger. But the problem with this map at the moment is I've got to finish the park, and then I really want to get into the town. So at the moment I'm trying to find all the park builds, and I thought we'd add this bar just because I'm up late tonight. I've got a few half hours spare, so I've been sat here building, and then once I knew where I was going to go. So guys, I've got to knock this wall down. Sorry, I was getting carried away talking then as well. I've not taken back that back wall, and the reason being is because I'm not liking how long it is, so I'm going to move a door over 1 as well. So we're going to take out this row here and then move it in 1, and I can see where I've got my problem actually. I added an extra row somehow, so put them in, punch them two out, and start building back up. So I think we're going to put in some bars now, and yeah, I think I'm going to use the orange wall and then a quartz slab as well. Right, choose the wall again. Now we're going to double this up now, so we're going to do one row, move it in one, sorry. So we're going to do one row, build it up two, put our quartz slab on top of that, and I think we're going to build it out an extra row. We will put the wall underneath as well, and the reason being is because if you want to build the top apparatus, you know, you like coffee fill, just something that looks kind of like it, you need the two rows so you can still build behind the slab itself. So this one we're only going to do one row, slab it across, and now for behind these we're going to use our orange wall just across the bottom, and then we're going to sort of turn around on ourselves, and we're going to use quartz stair to make it look like it's got the slope of the display in the window, or at least I hope it looks that way. So we're just going to keep in as close as we can placing these. And now we're free to put our slab all the way across, remembering to put in our orange carpet, orange wall at the ends, and also our slab. Remembering to put some in the corner there as well. So we're now going to fill in our back wall to complete the shell of the build. Now it's very important to remember when you're building with slabs, you really need to dual layer if you're planning on putting stuff, like if you're building shops and that. I prefer a half slab because obviously it looks more like a counter, which is always handy. So I'm just going to grab a birch door, chuck this in, just get that door finished. Use a tripwire hook as a door handle, and I think I'm going to put that 3 blocks high. What am I thinking? 3 blocks high, there we go. So as you can see, it's quite a big build, but well, it's a small build but big for what it is. But the reason being is because when you want to get it accurate on the inside and outside. Now I'm just going to try some glowstone in behind. I know it glows through carpet. I'm not sure if it'll glow through this. No, that's a shame. So what we're going to have to do is dig out 2 channels across the floor, and then we can place in our glowstone, and then we use carpet on top of that. Now it's up to you guys if you want to just literally dig out the full floor and put glowstone, because all it's going to do is just light up your inside really. So just going to take a look. I think that's lit up enough. So I'm just going to I'm going to use red carpet. There's no real reason. I don't know what the floor should be. If you do, obviously you can use the right colour, but for me I'm just going to use red. I like red, it's quite bright. I think it's gone nice with the orange. Obviously guys, when you're carpeting, because you've got the door at the front, you can't put carpet on it. You're just going to have to pull that block out and then put a red wall inside. Now guys, I'm just going to change over this sign. I want to see what the white wall looks like. Because it's very blocky with the quartz, I find the wall normally is very much more in keeping, flows a lot nicer. So we're just going to run this across and obviously do our one on top. Just really because I want to see it merge a little bit nicer. Yeah, I think that's much better personally. So while we think about it, I'm going to punch out this middle one and I'm going to chuck in a glass block and we chuck that in, see how it look. Actually, do you know, I'm going to use a white stained one just to keep with the door a bit nicer. Chuck that in just to finish the door off. Not really seeing much more features apart from the inside itself. So anyway guys, I've had to transition there, and the reason being is because I weren't sure what I was actually doing here. So I'm going to show you how I've done this. And for me, I just put in a quartz block. So I'm going to need my quartz block, quartz stair, and then my stone stair as well. And this is just pretty much the coffee machine, or it's the best I can really do with the space given. So we're going to do stairs upright and then stairs upside down. And then for this bit here, I just used orange wool and then the white stained glass, just because they were to hand, and then orange carpet straight over the top, and obviously a little sign that says no refills. You could really put a poster in there. Obviously all of this should be dug out with sand, which it will be. For the bins, just literally a green block. It could be the green wall if you'd rather use that, or like I've used dark green clay, and then just a slab on top. Let's put my wall back in. For the tables and chairs, I know you probably know how to build tables and chairs. I just wanted to do it so no one would say, you know, why didn't you show us how to do it? And all I'm going to use is a fence post, a pressure plate, and trying to keep them all the same colour as well, because the pressure plate is only one colour. So you're going to use your oak, and then just a stair on each side of the pressure plate, remembering to look out when you place your steps. And that is pretty much everything I can show you. Like I say, it should all be a lot of sand all the way around the circle, and like I say, I've used dark fence around the edge. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, been a pleasure.